Alrighty, good morning. Good morning. Let's fix a few things here. Yeah, trying to make me not look so crazy over here, but woo. Just yeah. Plan is to get some better lights and stuff in a few weeks. A little bit better of a setup. That's the plan. Oh my goodness. I hope I don't have issues today with the internet. This thing's already kind of blinked on me a couple times. Don't know. Alrighty, well, that's just gonna have to do for now. Good morning, Predator. Good morning. So we got the trade copier set up over here. And I did sign up for another Topstep challenge account. So we got two $50,000 challenges that we're doing here. And then obviously our funded accounts as well linked. Just wanted to make sure we had some volume there. So we got the three Bulenox accounts linked on there also. So we're trade copying the three funded Bulenox accounts and three Topstep accounts. That's what we're trade copying. On Quan Tower, so we'll see how that goes. We shall see how that goes. I'm going to move my internet. Going to move my internet this weekend back here into this room to the office. Got it in the front in the master bedroom, and I do have a Ethernet over power back here, so it is essentially a hardwired connection, but you guys saw it blinked off on me yesterday, and it only has been doing it on this computer, not on anything else in the house that I've noticed. So blinked off on me yesterday, and then already blinked off once today. So want to get that moved. So what happened overnight here? So we opened up there at 3 a.m. Looks like we had a little boner candle to the upside. 345, came down, found some support there at the VWAP. Bounced back up and sold off. Pretty big sell-off there, actually. 345 down to 220. Kind of retraced about half of that move so far. Stuck just below the VWAP now. Let's get our gap from yesterday. Let's see where that is. So right there around 330, looks like. So let's kind of mark that out just so we remember. In that 330 range. Up in here. Kind of mark that out so that we know what's going on. So if you guys are using the, I guess the new contracts drop today, we're still going to be on September. Or, yeah. We'll still be on the September contract because that's the one that's going to have the most volume so far this morning. Just taking a look at it. So we'll stay on the September until we see the volume kind of switch over to the new contracts. So Mancini says today support is going to be 48.40. 40 must hold to keep 66 in play. 85 to 90 is up next. Pushed up into the 60 already this morning. 59.50. Kind of pulled back, hit that VWAP there on the ES. Kind of hanging out right there for now. And I'm still a little salty about that not getting the 15-minute breakout on the Topstep account yesterday. Still a little salty about that. One thing I did find out about overnight, guys, is if you do use my link to sign up for Topstep, I didn't know this. But for example, on the 50K account, it's $49 if you sign up. If you use my link, it's only $39. So you get 20% off. So something to keep in mind. Only $39 if you use the link. Link in the description. So let's see where we're at on this Topstep account. So I guess we're actually down $324, $325 on that. I thought we were only down like $320. So see if we can't get that day into the win, get that one into the win column today. Should have been up 1,500 on that one yesterday. Oh, rough. I mean, it's okay. It's just, a little bit frustrating. Just a little bit. We have had the Topstep funded account now for 24 days. So more than a month I've had this funded account. It's not, the balance on it currently is not where we'd like it to be, but it is what it is. $643 current balance. So I switched over to the micros on that. I really just want to try to work that thing up into that $1,500 range. Once we kind of get it back up there, then, excuse me, goodness. Then maybe we switch back to the mini, a single mini on that one. Probably should have switched it over to the micros a little sooner once we started having some losing days there, but we didn't. That's okay. That is okay. Average winning trade $63, average losing trade $135. That's probably mostly from the trading the minis there. Not really done all that well in this account over the last week, I guess. Looking back at it. This week, I guess we're green on it slightly. About $30 green. What were we last week? Well, I guess we were green in it last week too. 290, 490. Yeah, we were up 390 last week. The week before, we had a pretty rough week. Pretty rough week on it the week before. So I got about 13, 14 minutes. Let's think about what we would like to see happen. I don't love opening up a butt right here at the VWAP, to be honest with you. Don't love it. ES is right there at the VWAP as well. So what we'd like to see happen, maybe push up, pull back into the VWAP, test it, push up to fill this gap. Something like that. Would be nice to see a nice green Friday. Let's just get a nice trendy Friday to the upside. Nice trendy Friday to the upside. We will be covering this weekend. I'll be making a video today about the mechanical strategy. And one thing I haven't really showed you guys this week is that 5-minute breakout strategy. It's actually been a pretty... It's paid this week. Last week it didn't pay. I took it on the mini. I took it on the minis last week, as you do, and it didn't pay. But this week, it's paid. Let me go back and look. I don't remember if it was, obviously it was a winner yesterday, and I'm pretty sure it was a winner the day before. Let's take a look at the day before. Yeah. So the day before, 415. So no, it wasn't a winner the day before. It went down about 105 handles. It was in the green, but it wasn't a full winner. So that's Thursday, Wednesday, and then Tuesday's the only other day this week. Monday was a holiday. So let's check Tuesday. My chart is like being weird. It's freaking out on me over here. Being a little bit glitchy when I move it around. So it doesn't look like... What day was this? September the 4th. Well, no, wait, that's wrong. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, right? Yeah, so on Tuesday there was no trade. So no trade on Tuesday, winner on Wednesday. And then yesterday was a winner, but not the full profit. This chart is just doing some funky stuff. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. So I did put the pivot points here on Quantower. You can see the pivot point right there at 78. I haven't put anything else on here yet. I was trying to figure out how to get the VWAP on here. But when I type in, VWAP or anything like that, it doesn't come up. Volume weighted average price. None of that comes up. So I don't know if any of you guys are using Quantower. I'm just trying to just go through here one by one and just look and see if it's just named something else. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Yeah, but if I go up here and I just type like VWAP, right? Does it come up? It's not in here anywhere that I see. And even if you type volume, then it still doesn't come up. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. VWAP, is it some sort of, let me look and see. I guess it could be called like standard deviation, right? I don't know. Well, that didn't put it on the chart. Yeah. On chart background. Well, I don't see it. Do you guys see it? Oh. Use indicator values. I don't know. Not sure. Don't know how to remove that either. We'll figure it out later on, I guess. Let's figure I'd try to take a look at it, but don't see it. I mean, I got the VWAP over here, but the plan is to eventually, once I get 3 accounts active on Quantower, I'm going to close this account out. Just going to close this one out for whatever money that's in it. And once I get 3 funded Topstep accounts on Quantower there. Because for whatever reason, Topstep doesn't allow you to switch this Tradevit account over to Quantower. Kind of pushing here before open. Not kind of in love with that. I'd rather it wait and push after we open. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Feel free to chat down below. Feel free to chat down below. Let me open up another window here. So funny, I thought that I would eliminate some charts by copy trading over here, and it just seems that I just put something else on the window in its place. So wow, look at that lightsaber down there. Check that out. I got the Discord that I'm in pulled up. These guys don't know that I got them on the volume here. We should just listen to them talk, right?
I mean, it was a good way to...
Here, let me just put the mic over here so you guys can hear them.
It's just a good way to be done for the day. Pretty much early.
It'd be funny if they jumped into the chat and heard themselves talking.
I just found another live stream. This is interesting. This guy's... Okay.
They're talking.
Attention, dude.
They're talking about another.
Don't the
Live
fucking
stream.
5-second chart.
They're talking about another live stream. They're talking about somebody other than me. What's wrong with them? We're going to have to jump in there and make a comment. I'm just kidding. All right, got about 3 minutes here till open.
And this dude's in here on the 5-second. He's like, bro, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Uh-oh, we got some potty words. We got some potty words in here. I normally like to listen in the Discord and kind of participate a little bit when I'll mute you guys sometimes, but my speakers quit working. Or, you know, I usually plug my headphones into my speakers, but unfortunately they quit working. So kind of, and I'm too cheap to go buy new ones. Too cheap. All right, let's kind of see what happens here at open. Did just notice we're opening up right there just south of the 90. Then we got the whole number there at the 300. So ideally, I guess you'd like to see a push into that 305, 310 area here at open. Pull back, test that 90, 95 area. Then maybe push higher up into that 330. Will kind of be the idea. You could probably participate for the second break of the 300 level. I think would be a safe entry, safer. I don't know that I'd take that first break, although might get that first break and it never come back. You know, that's always a risk. It's always the risk you take. You know, you can kind of just look. You got a little consolidation there. The only thing I don't love is the 90 levels right there and then 300 level, but ES, you really want to see that hold that VWAP right there at the 54. If ES can hold that VWAP, I think we continue to push. ES loses that VWAP, maybe get a pull back into that 48 area, 47. Maybe test the low of day, 43. But ideally, we'd like to just see this thing push. Stay above the VWAP, and let's go. Stay above the VWAP, and let's go. Let me check over here. I don't know if I got this even set up right. Probably should make sure of that, huh? Yep, we do. We got that one right. So looking good. Kind of see what happens at the open. And here we go. Dumping. Losing the VWAP right before the open here. ES back to test the VWAP there. Like I said, like see a push up to maybe 305, 310 area, pull back, test that 90 to 95 area, and then get going. Or it could just want to take out that low a day. I think if we lose that 60 area, we might trade down into the 20s. But we'd like to see this thing push straight up and kind of pull back and then give us a nice little entry there. Would be nice. Buyers coming in here strong. There's that push. There's the 90. Want to push through that 300 level, get to 305, maybe 310, and pull back. Offer us an entry here. ES pushing 60. Volume strong here. I want to see pushing to 305 here at least, and then pull back, test the 90. All right, right there at 60. All right, now let's get a little pullback, 60 on the ES. Now let's get a little bit of a pullback here into that 90, 95 area, and then we might can participate long here. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. Oh, no pullback yet. ES at the 61 level. Is this just going to go straight for the gap fill without pulling back? It's going to feel bad if it does that, but not going to FOMO into it. We're going to wait. Just waiting on a little pullback here. ES up into the see if we get a push into the 30s here. Should be able to get a push into the 30s here, fill that gap. Should be able to get into that 30 there. I thought it might get a pullback, but no pullback yet. So just taking a little scalp here into the 30s if we can get it. Target's going to be 30.75. Not quite there yet. Kind of rough. I was hoping for a little bit of a pullback there to get an entry, but just had to kind of just take it. Unfortunately, just had to jump in. And there we go. Wow, straight through the high of day right there. Straight through the high of day, guys. I was waiting on a pullback there, but we just never got it. Sometimes when it's just when you see that, you just have to jump in there. I hate doing it like that, but not a huge winner. We just took one micro, $15. Not much. It's going to be well trade. Yeah, it's pulling back now. It just, for whatever reason, I mean, I was expecting a little bit of a pullback there when it pushed through the 300s, but we didn't get it. Sometimes it happens. So kind of pulling back here. So we filled the gap right away, took out the high there. ES did not quite take out the high. Got a little bit more room to go. So let's take a little, we may take an entry here if we get a proper pullback, but still doesn't seem like it's wanting to pull back very much. That the volume comes in here, maybe we participate. I don't like buying all the way up here though. Let's just wait. Mancini says 48.40 support defended and coming into 66, which is the first target. If long, take profit level to level. Follow through is rare in this market. 66 to 73 is decent resistance. Likely dip needed to break out. All right, trying to push back through here. The volume doesn't really support a push up right now, so bit of divergence here on the water. Kind of showing some sell volume here, but we're still pushing, so it's usually an indicator of possibly a pullback, but not doing it yet. All right, right through the 50s here. Just kind of watching ES right there at the 65s. I'm waiting to see some volume kind of pump in here, but not seeing it yet. Got a little bit of, like I said, some divergence going on here. I'm not in love with it. I think we may get a little bit of a pullback here. ES is traded up into the 66.50 area, kind of pulling back now. Double top there on the ES has made 2 attempts to get through there. I think this thing might sell back down a little bit. We're at least waiting to see here. Nothing happening yet. No need to push any buttons just yet. A little bit of volume coming in there. ES maybe retesting that 66 area. Let's see here. Just waiting. Just waiting. Like I said, I'm not super in love with the long up here. I'm kind of thinking that we're going to pull back here, get a pretty decent pullback. So back down into the 40s. Mid 40s here. Kind of, look for a little breakout here, or maybe we break down and sell. Kind of feeling like we're going to sell. Kind of feeling like we're going to sell here. Looking a little roundy, but just letting the volume and the price action tell us what to do. All right, got a little consolidation here. Maybe try to get the energy to push through here, but just going to wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens. Yes, trying to push here. See if we can get going over here on the NQ. Buy volume trying to come in. Let's see if it prints above the explosion line here. Trying to break back out. So far, nothing above the explosion line, so we're just waiting. It's wanting to go, but just not having the volume to go yet. Bears are trying to take over. The bulls are trying to defend. Let's see what happens. All right, looks like we might get one print above the explosion line here. Let's see. There's one. What about two? All right, we got a second one above the explosion line. Let's see if we get this push up now. We may not. Just kind of watching the volume here. It's still not coming through just yet. Two went above there, but it's kind of looking like not going to happen. Sellers coming in here. Just not going to happen. Just not happening. I've got about 2 minutes here before the before that first 15-minute candle is kind of confirmed there. So there's the low. Not quite sure where the high will be yet. Most likely up there where we're at, but who really knows? Just about a minute left. Got some consolidation going on here. Would want it to wait to break out. If it's going to break out, let's wait until that 15-minute candle kind of closes there. That would be ideal. Let's get a little bit of a 45. We got a pivot point, I guess, up at the 399, 400 level, or maybe that's just, I don't know what that is, that red line. I think it's a pivot point. I'm not sure. Let me look. Yeah, it is a pivot point. I just put these on here, so I'm not completely sure about them yet. All right, we're going to put our order on the screen here. Not loving that it's like right there at the number already, but there's 45, so see what happens. I want to see the buy volume come in here and just push this thing up. Not in yet. $58.25. Didn't get through there just yet. Yeah, I think that'd be good. A little pullback. We'll see what happens here. I mean, you know, this is the setup, so that's what we're gonna do. Yes, pulling back into that 64. Got some volume coming in here. All right, we're tagged in. Pulling back. Might just get stopped out right away here. And stopped out. That's the only thing about this setup that I wasn't in love with. You know, we're already right here at the top hanging out. So that one did not work. Now what is going on here? For whatever reason, I don't know what's going on with this trade copier. It didn't take it on the, I don't know. Did not take it on any of my Topstep accounts. Why? I don't understand that. That's what it did yesterday. It didn't take it on any of the Topsteps. I mean, obviously that was going to be a loser. Or was a loser. But even so... I don't understand that. Do not understand that. Huh. So it didn't take any of that. It didn't take that trade on the Topstep account. Like you say, well, it was a loser anyways. It doesn't matter. But what if it was a winner? I would be mad. And I don't understand that. I can't see my Topstep account on there at all. Is that why? I do not know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on, guys. NQ. Yeah, it's weird what's going on here. I'm not quite sure. Where in the heck? Oh. Well, it's kind of frustrating. I don't really know why it did that. Not sure what was going on with that. I guess I should have tried a test trade on that this morning or something. Just to kind of see. Well, it works there, but I don't know. Works on a single account, but that's it. It's not working on the trade copier. I don't know what's going on with it. Gonna have to figure that out, I guess. Figure that out. Who knows? I'm not sure. Trying to trade across multiple brokers. It's trading it on the first one. So it traded it on my 3 Bulenox. But it did not take the trade on the other ones that were linked. So a little frustrating there. Even if it was a loser, it's still frustrating just because it's not working, you know. Even now I have 2 Topstep accounts. I mean, it says they're both connected. I should be able to see them in my connections bar. Nope, don't see them there. And it does not make too much sense. Guess I have to have a chart open for both. Don't quite know what's going on with it, guys. I have no idea. I guess that's the thing about being kind of new to a platform there. It just does not allow me to select any other account. I don't know. I have no idea. Let me look and see if it traded. Did it trade it across the 2 Topsteps when I just did that? Nope. All right, maybe it'll let me do it this way. All right, well, let's try it. Yeah, it's dumping now. Back to the 340s. ES down to the 62. A lot of sell volume coming in here. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Sellers coming in here, pushing this thing down. Back into the 20s here. ES back down to the 60s. I want to see some sort of pullback here, and then maybe we can enter short, potentially. Got a pivot point down there at the 278. A little bit of a pushback up here would be nice. Maybe back into the 30s there. Let's see. $35, $36 area would be ideal. Little pushback up here. Going to be looking to possibly participate short here if the sellers come back in. Kind of see a breakdown there, and then maybe we can participate short once we see some sellers kind of confirm it. Kind of a low volume pushback up here. We are approaching the top of the hour. A lot of buy volume kind of coming in here, more than I particularly like. ES kind of bouncing off that 20 SMA there all the way back up to 65. Bouncing off that at the 60. All right, about to test the trend line here. Let's see if the sellers come in. Not so far. Just more buyers. ES pushing here, trying to get to the high of day. Up there at 67. Problem is, any weakness in the ES is just going to bring the Nasdaq down, so let's just be careful here. Make sure we get in the right direction. Which in my opinion should be down, but who knows? Just crossed over at 10 a.m. there. Buyer still trying to push here. Yes, approaching the high a day. Not quite popped through there yet. 69. Just waiting for this proper C leg down to come in. More buyers trying to step up here. Just trying to watch it here. If you guys are interested in trading futures, we do got the link to Topstep down below. You can save 20% by using the link. So your 50K combine, it was normally $49. You should be able to get it for $39 if you use the link below. We also have 80% off APEX down there as well. 40% off Bulenox. ES still trying to push here. That's kind of the issue that we're having. ES is trying to push and into the high day. So maybe it takes the Nasdaq with it. Maybe it pushes through the high day and then kind of turns back around. Buyer's looking good so far, though. Honestly. ES at the high day. Didn't push through there just yet. Putting in a double top so far. See if it gets through there. Feels like it will. But it might not. Still a double top right here at this moment. But it looks like it's about to push through there. All right, it pushed through there by one tick. Took that liquidity there. Sellers starting to kind of, or not sellers, buyers starting to kind of fade here. Up to 69.75 now on the ES. Starting to look a bit more bullish now. Just trying to be patient here. Waiting to see what happens. Kind of fully engulfed that down candle there on the 3-minute chart. Let's see right here. Fully engulfed it back up there. I don't love it, but we'll participate here. Guess we're in it kind of late. Might get stopped out right away. Not my best trade, I can already tell you that. ES up into the 70. I'm going to go ahead and move my stop up here. Protect myself a little bit. Oh. All right, let's see if that copy traded or not. That's my main interest there. It still did not. Did it? No. I don't know. Frustration's real with that. I don't really know what to do there. So we'll just turn it. Oh. Well, I guess it helps if you have it turned on. Oh, goodness. Didn't have it turned on. All right, well, we'll try to find another entry. ES up into the 73 right here. Up into the 73. I don't know what's going on with that trade copier. I guess I'm going to have to mess around with it again. Kind of go from there. ES pulling back. Hit that 73 on the dot. Now it's kind of pulling back here. All right, let's look. Is it working now? Maybe it is. Might be. All right. I think it worked that time. I think we might have got it working. Perfect. It finally worked. All right, so we took $600 on each account there. On the Topstep account. So we got $600 on all three of those. Those are just challenge accounts. They're not funded. But you can see there. So there's one. We just started these today, so two of the three started today. This one I think I already had, yeah. So we were down like $300 on that one coming into today. So down $300 on each of the Bulenox accounts, 63 on, so basically on the funded accounts, we're down, what, $900, about $1,000 total on all the funded accounts. Because of that failed 15-minute breakout. I don't love the 15-minute breakout when it's trading at the top of the range. I like for it to kind of make the high and the low and kind of be in the middle of the range, consolidating and then take a breakout. But that is a mechanical strategy, and when you're using a mechanical strategy, you just have to take, you're supposed to take your discretion out of the entire strategy completely. So it's kind of what we did there. Sometimes I put my discretion in there and it costs me money, so that's why I try not to do that. Look at this interesting volume pattern over here on the WADA. If I can get it up here. Where's it at? Look, that's kind of nice. Whoop. A big TP pattern up. Yeah, I don't know why that copier is not working across all accounts. Like, that was just on Topstep accounts. I don't know what's going on with it. You're supposed to be able to use it across multiple brokers. So I have no idea. It didn't work yesterday across multiple brokers, and I guess it's not working today either. I mean, do I have to? I don't know if I have to set a I mean, that would be weird to do that. To have to set the copy trade up on have an open chart for each one, for like, one for Topstep, one for Bulenox. I mean, I don't. Maybe that's what I have to do. Not sure. The whole point of me using the copy trader though is so that I don't have to click the button 4, 5, 7 times. So I don't really know. All right, kind of bouncing right off that low to low trend line there. Just waiting to see if we get a 5-minute fair value gap. We will look to take that mechanical entry if it happens. Between 10 and 11. I'm going to stay with you guys a little longer today. I have stuff to do, but we can do it later in the day. So I'm going to stay with you guys a little bit longer today than I have been. So hopefully we can find some more entries. Up there into the 60s. ES trying to push back up into the high of day. Setting up for a little bit of a shallow ABC here. Got kind of a small A leg here, maybe a little small B leg pullback, and then a shallow C leg up. Let's see here. What's going on, Dylan? The Horse Crew. I turned the audio on earlier from the Discord for just a few minutes. Thought about playing the audio live and not telling you guys that you were on there. Thought it would make for interesting. Entertainment. But then I said, nah. All right, kind of pushing up here. See if we get this move up into the 90 here, possible. So I'm currently long. Target 90. Buyer's looking good. I'm going to move my stop once we hit 80. I'm going to move my stop to 75. Just trying to lock in 5 handles there. That's right. It provides the entertainment. That's a shallow ABC. We may not get much more of a push than this, though. Come on. All right, stopped out there. We tried. Thought we could at least touch the 90. Couldn't get there. How's it going, Skellum? Skellum 87 187. How's it going? Now we're trying to push. Up into the 70s here. Volume's still kind of light over here on the WADA. ES up into the 73. Got a little double top going on right now. Let's see if it can pop through there or not. Volume's kind of low here. ES unable to get through that 73 yet. No real volume to speak of here. What time is it? 10:20? Yeah, I guess that's why. Kind of coming to that time of the day where it's like not a whole lot of follow through. Volume has just died off. Yeah, I'm kind of frustrated from that 15-minute breakout this morning. It's weird. It was a loser, and I'm frustrated that the copy trade didn't work. Just because it cost me about $1,500 on the challenge account yesterday. And then today, I mean, yeah, it would have been a loser, but still, I want the thing to work. I guess Dylan's using the Quan Tower. You have any issues trading across brokers? I signed up for the add-on that I had to sign up for to trade across brokers. And it trades across Topstep fine, and it trades across Bulenox, but I can't get it to trade across both at the same time, which is weird. And I know I got it set up correctly. Both connections are active just as they should be. And yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Hit up their live support. They'll help me. All right. Guess we'll do that. Yes, we can do that. I guess the only thing is, I don't know. I know Topstep, you're not supposed to be able to trade across, but, you know, there's a couple of videos online on how to do it. You set the connection up a little differently, and it works. So that's what I did. Got a little volume trying to pop through here. This looks kind of, well, there comes the volume. At least for the moment. Popping through there into the 80s. Had a little lightsaber going on there. Don't know how much I love it. We're going to wait. ES up into the 75. Looks like we're about to test the 90. There's the 90. Gonna have a little 90 drama. Yeah, I knew you don't run the Topstep, but I haven't tried it on APEX yet. I guess I should put APEX on there too and see if I can do it through APEX too. I'm sure I can. Shouldn't be an issue. So this is what I got it set up like this. So parent connection, and then 2 of my Topstep Rhythmic accounts, and then I had my Bulenoxes right here, but I turned the connection off because they weren't working anyway. I guess I could mess around with it a little bit. While we got time here, it's not much is going on. See if we can take some trades on the micros or something. Take 1 micro, see what happens. One micro. Oh. So we'll stop it. One three 431 131 132 we need. Oh. You just not used it enough to know much about it. Yeah. See, I got it set up now. So this was with all my accounts. So my 3 Bulenox funded accounts and 2 Topsteps, and then that's the parent Topstep account. Multiplier. Save. Then I click run. Yes. Let's switch over to micros. Switch it over to the micros. See what happens. Oh. Switch it over to the micros. And see, now it's got this account as that's not the parent account though. That's probably the problem. So now it switches that over to the parent account. That's not the parent account. So weird how it does that. I don't know why that is. That is not the parent account. Huh. Yeah, that's probably the problem. Pulling back here. Sell volume looking kind of strong so far. Kind of breaking out of that low to low range. Or trying to anyway. Kind of just trading in this channel here. I don't know. That's weird. For whatever reason, it makes that Bulenox connection. I mean, maybe because the connection's on top. It's the only thing I could think of. I mean, I'll change it to the so 131, so we trash that one. And we add Topstep, yep. Multiplier, save, run. Are we going to sell through here? are we just going to bounce? Looking like we might sell through. If I'm going to take the short entry, we would kind of take it now. It's just on the micros. I'm just trying to see if this thing will. So I'm going to go ahead and move it to break even here. All right, let's see what happened there. Oh, did it work? Maybe it did work right there. Let's see. Oh. I'm still in the trade. Cancel all. Why is it not? What in the heck is going on here? Come on, man. Says I'm still in the position there. All right, that one's not. I guess because I moved the stop there, it didn't close them out. But the strange thing is, it didn't even show me the order in the working order section. What is going on? I don't know. This thing is. I just want to make sure there's no like ghost orders on here. Open, so there's nothing open there. I can't tell if it took it on here or not. I don't think it did. Or maybe it did. Yeah, it looks like it took it. I think it took it on all the accounts there finally, but I don't know why. I don't know what the difference was. Don't know what the difference was. Bot has been started. Okay, so maybe that's how you know that it works. When you start and you stop the bot, if it doesn't show, let's see. I don't think if it doesn't show. Okay, order copied. I don't know. I can't really tell. Probably have to open another order and see. Wow, look at this sell off here. Selling through here down to the 60s. Down into the 50s here. Let's see. Testing the 50s. See if we get a little push back up here. Maybe we'll participate short here and just watching the WADA here. Just watching the WADA. We'll see a little retest here. Then we'll try to enter short and see if this thing copies across all of them or not. I got the P&Ls up now so I can see if they're in an order. Should probably have a chart open in case I have to cancel the orders, but a little push back up. Kind of waiting on the sellers to come back in here. Looking for a proper C leg here. All right, let's check it over here. Yeah, it's not. The Topstep one is not copying. Don't quite know why. give this a little bit of room here to work down. Come on, sellers, where you at? Well, come on, push her down, push her down. All right, let's make sure that thing. Let's see if this thing closed out all those. Make sure it closed everything out. Since I moved the stop on it. And it did not copy the Topstep one at all again. So, I don't know what's going on with it. I'll have to mess with it after hours, I guess. Mess with it around the 6 o'clock hour when we can just mess around with it and figure it out. So, yeah, who knows? Probably hit the target there, but just wanted to lock in profit. Obviously, that was just one micro. Nothing crazy. $5 we locked in there on that one. Now, still kind of waiting for that 15-minute fair value gap to form there. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. And again, if you're interested in trading futures, I do recommend Topstep. I like their rules. You can't only have 3 accounts, but if you're doing the mechanical strategy and, things like that, you don't have to worry about the drawdown there. If you use my link, you will get you can get the 50K account for $39 instead of $49. So, and it does help out the channel. ES pulled back into the 71 there. Yeah. Sellers. Yeah, me. It could be. You check your drawdown in the R Trader Pro there. Sellers coming through pretty. Huh? Yeah. So I just took a little short there. Got a little scalpy on one micro. Okay. I'm actually not sure if it's even copying across these accounts. It looks like it might just be using one. It might just be using that main parent account. We will just do it like this. We'll just use the Topstep for now, since we know it works. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Does it give me the Topstep option? It don't. I don't know. It's so weird how this happens, how it does it. I have to disconnect the Bulenox in order for it to bring up the Topstep. Don't know why. Don't know why, but that's what it's doing. Run. Kind of bouncing off the top of that 15-minute range from this morning. Buyer's trying to step back up here. Push this thing back up. ES pushing right there into the 70. No 5-minute gap to speak of yet. Looks like we may not get a 5-minute trade today. Kind of bounce right off that area of support there from earlier, from the London session. See if we're going to push back up here. We're going to sell. Are we going to sell? Let's see. Maybe a push is in order. I don't know. Kind of feels like we might push. Let's wait for the WADA to tell us what to do. I do like a long here a little more than a short. But short might be the play. It did break out of that low to low trend line that we had there, that we had kind of going on there. Well, I guess technically it would have been there. But let's just see. Sellers trying to come in. Let's see here. Yeah, we are approaching the VWAP there at 16. We got a little bit of room. Thinking of taking a short scalp into the VWAP, but probably not going to do it. Let me push back up, give us a little bit more room here to work with. Almost a little double bottom there, almost. Just kind of watching to see what goes on here. Not real clear action. This kind of just bleeding down, you know. Kind of just bleeding out right there. Got some buyers trying to step up here. He is holding up there at the 68s. Holding up there at the 68s. Not much to do here. I was thinking of a short down into the VWAP, but no, don't really have enough room. Buyers coming in now, trying to push this thing back up. Buyers looking a little strong here. Get a proper push back up here, back into the 40. Wouldn't mind participating, but would like a little pullback. Don't want to just jump in here, even though this is looking pretty strong. Looking pretty strong. Volume still looking good. ES up into the 72s there. I want to see a bit of a pullback here. ES trying to push up into the 73s there, trying to get going. Back towards that high. Want to see a pullback, but we don't look like we're getting it yet. So just be patient and wait. All right, volume starting to slow down just a bit here. Want to wait for that proper pullback, and then we can potentially take a long entry here. Potentially, depending on what the volume looks like. Let the volume tell us the story. All right, let's just wait. Get a little pullback here. Lower volume so far. Just want to wait for our confirmation. I'm not liking the way those sellers look. Not liking it. That's higher volume than we want to see, so no long for us at this point. Right here at the VWAP, so let's see what happens. Trying to sell through the VWAP there. ES up at the 67s, VWAP down at the 62s on the ES there. Let the water lead the way. Little bounce off the VWAP here, kind of expected. What you expect to happen there at the VWAP. A little bouncy. And I'm going to take the short here. Going to watch the WADA here and see if this thing can break through that VWAP there. If we see a whole bunch of buyers come through, then we'll change our mind. But come on now. I was wondering why that thing kept moving. I do have that trail on. I was like, what's going on? Why is that thing getting closer? Forgot about that. All right, we want to see this thing sell down. I'm not going to move the stop up again. Should have the sellers come in here and push this thing on down here. If that's what it's going to do. All right, moved it into the profit there. Can't lose on it, so this took a little scalpy. Kind of got a little scared at the VWAP there, but I think this thing's going to make it through there. Although so far the sell volume's not supporting it getting through there just yet. ES looking a bit stronger here, holding up there at the top. Holding up there at the 70, 68, 69 area. Looking quite a bit stronger. So there's going to be no 5-minute trade today, doesn't look like. Just didn't have any gaps for him. All right, losing the VWAP there. Sellers coming through here, so I guess that would have worked out. I think our target was 13, and boom. Right there, just hit it. That's all right, though. We're fine. We're fine. So on the Topstep accounts, I guess we're... You know what, guys? I didn't even notice this. I'm pulling that over there and you guys could see my... So we're copy trading the 3 Topstep accounts. So we're up 657 on this one, 692, and 697. So those are the 3 Topstep accounts that we're copy trading. They're just challenge accounts right now. So just challenge accounts. Started 2 fresh today, so the goal is to have those 3 funded by next Friday. It's going to kind of be my goal on that. Look at that move down. Look at that waterfall down. Knew it was coming, just didn't have the stones to hold it. Pivot down here at the 78. Pivot at the 78. ES approaching the VWAP at the 6250 area, 63 area. Approaching the VWAP. Bouncing off the open there at 87. I think that's the open, right? That line. Is that blue line the open? I think it is. Not sure though. I think that's the open price. So no 5-minute trade today. 5-minute fair value gap trade. None of that. ES almost made it down to the VWAP there. Got to 64. Get out of my way. Okay, maybe that's what I need up. Positions or working orders. Close all. It's kind of bouncing right there off that 87. So you would expect to bounce back above 300 here. And then maybe to continue to sell if we're going to. ES testing that 64. What is that key support level for the ES? I think it's 48. Yeah, 48 is still support. 66 was kind of that first target to the upside this morning. So you would expect that to be a bit of support now. So that's kind of where we traded back into that 64 area. Bounce back out of there. So buyers coming through pretty strong here. Get it back above that VWAP, turn the VWAP into support. Maybe we can think about participating long. There we go. All right, back up into the 15 area, testing that VWAP area right now. See if we get above it or if it just acts as resistance and knocks us down. I don't know if I should work on my Bulenox accounts. I was thinking about taking some trades on the Bulenox funded accounts to try to get them back to even, but realistically, we're down $300 on each one of those. Doesn't really make too much sense to try to fight to get them back to even. May just dig a bigger hole. So we're down $61 here and $35 on the PA account. So may try to mess with those a little bit here and see if we can't get those to back to even. One good 40-point trade or 40-tick trade, 10 points. We should be able to push those back into profit. So let's kind of see what happens. Don't want to do anything too crazy. So trying to get above that VWAP there. I was thinking maybe we get a little bit of a pullback there, but just pushing above. See if the ES can start pushing here as well. It bounced right off the VWAP, so. See if we get the volume we need to get through there, or if it just turns us back down. Good news is it's going to go one way or the other, right? Let's try to fight through there. See if we can get up into those 20s here. 27 maybe. Gotta push if it's gonna push. Nope. Not yet. Kind of turning back down here. A little bit of a pullback. ES pulling back into the 67 area here. So we're going to get a little sell off right here, maybe a little pullback, and then maybe we get enough energy to get through that VWAP strong. I was kind of waiting, see if that volume comes through on the WADA. If it does, we'll take it. Don't like longing into the VWAP. This is kind of, you know, kind of got a little breakout scenario going here. A little breakout scenario. As long as the sell volume doesn't look too crazy. It's trying to pop up right now. We need to hold 300 here. Kind of need to hold that 300 level to get going. ES about to test the VWAP there. Obviously, Nasdaq below the VWAP. ES back to the 65s. Let's just wait for it. '66 area on the ES there. So watching the WADA here, see if we can't get this breakout. See if this buy volume comes back in quick. Not so far. Testing that 300 level. Kind of bouncing off 300 there. Let's see here. See if we can get a push back into the 20s here. And put my stop just below the low of that candle there. Want to see a push into the 20s quickly. Looking good so far. All right, come on, give it to me. There we go, we got it. So it took a little winner there on both accounts. Not huge winners, they're on the micros after all. Down $7 on the PA account, down $24 on the Topstep there. Volume still looking good here. Probably should have moved the target up a little bit, but didn't want to be too greedy with it there. Just wanted to take what we can get. Just take what you can get sometimes. So now if we can find one more winner, we could be in the green. Although that's not really that important, right? We're pretty much back to even on those two accounts. I would consider $24 and $7 pretty much even. So down about $900 or so on on the day, I think. Let's check it. Did take a few scalp trades on those micros. Probably got us a little under the $900 range, but let's see. Oh, I guess it just pulled it up. There it is. So these are the 3 funded. So 290, 311, and 306. So yeah, right around 900. Right around the 900 mark. $49,100. Let's see. So we got about 1,300 in drawdown on one of them, and then the other one 51, 165. Yeah, about 1,300 in drawdown on both. So risking only $300 a day, that's still what, a few more trades there. So all the way up into the 35s, this thing's just still going. We had the right idea there, we just didn't hold it long enough, huh? We just didn't hold it long enough. Yeah, see, that was a nice little ABC setup there, though. A little A leg up, B leg back, C leg up. So you can see it here on the 1 minute chart a little clearer. Nice little breakout. Breakout back to the upside, ES up into the 71s. I mean, this goes to prove, you know, trading doesn't have to be rocket science. You can use the simplest of strategies and it will probably work. So I know we're red today, but we took a loss on the 15-minute breakout. And yeah, that pretty much put us in the red for the day, but that's quite all right. Quite all right. I probably could have taken the other trades, taken the other account, same trades I took on the Topstep one on that account, but on the Bulenox ones, I'm going to have to revisit that copy trading. If I can't get that figured out, then there's no point in using it. I mean, I guess I could use it to copy across Topstep and Bulenox separately. But I don't even know. I mean, I guess I could probably pull one up on my laptop and one up on my PC, but I don't know that I want to do that. I understand the problem here. I'll reach out to their support, see if we can't figure it out, but doesn't make any sense as to what's happening there. You using the WADA on the 6-second chart for the volume to trade on your other chart? Yeah, WADA's over here. It's the 10-second. So 10-second chart. Oh, there's the WADA at the bottom. I like it on the 10-second chart because it's a little more zoomed in. You can kind of see what's going on a little better. You know, so for example, the ABC that we just had, you can see here's your A leg, B leg down. So that's your low volume sell, and then as soon as your C leg comes back up, so I got long a bit early. I think I got long back here, you know, because I kind of seen the sell volume curling off. I held through a little bit of sell volume, and then the buy came in. You can see it stayed above the explosion line, so it really was no reason for me to cover as long as it was above that line there. But you know, we're not perfect. But yeah, that was that setup. And then that sell there, you can see the sell here, this little A leg down, B leg up, C leg down. And you can see how the volume here on the 10-second chart really shows you these trades nicely, right? And you're looking for these higher volume ABCs. So like that's your A leg there down, kind of a choppy B leg, but then your C leg comes through. Not a strong C leg, but you could take these smaller ones for like, 5-point wins. I don't take those. I just kind of stick to the bigger ones. But you can use this on any size chart you want. You could switch over to the 1 minute. They're just bigger plays, right? So you're going to need to have bigger stops and hold these longer. So, A leg up, B leg down, C leg up. You can see how the C leg's not as strong on that 1 minute chart. So, I don't know. I just like to look at the 10-second chart. 10 seconds shows me just a little more clear to me. But whichever way you can see it the best is the way you do it. But that WADA keeps me out of a lot of longs and a lot of shorts that I might otherwise jump into. I might be like, oh, this looks like a long. But if the WADA doesn't say it's a long, I'm not taking it. And that does cost me sometimes because, I wait for the WADA to confirm above the explosion line. So I do get a little worse of an entry sometimes than I would if I just used my kind of intuition and just went with it. But it knows more than I know. Right? That's why I use it. That's what it's there for. That's what it is there for. Yeah, no problem. Let's see here. Yeah, you don't even have to use the WADA for trading. Like you don't have to use it with the ABC if you don't want to. If you just want to use it for confirmation, if you're entering a long or a short, that's fine. It just kind of gives you confirmation. If I see price moving up and the WADA is not showing buy volume, it's showing sell volume, it's usually a pretty good indication that price is probably going to go the other direction. So that's the divergence. We got some people in our group who only trade those divergent plays. So if they see the WADA with no sell volume or no buy volume, but it's moving up, they'll take a short and just wait for it to turn around because usually it does. I'm not saying it's a sure thing as anything in life, but so that 15-minute breakout this week, we didn't have a trade on Monday because of the holiday. It failed Tuesday, failed Wednesday, was a winner on Thursday, and then it failed today. So 1 out of 4 for this week. But last week it was 3 out of 4. So, not 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5. So what is that? 4. So basically 4 out of 8, right at 50% over the last 2 weeks, which is exactly where we want it to be. So problem is last week I didn't capitalize on it because I broke the rules. This week I followed the rules. Pretty proud of myself. We followed the rules. It is going to be a losing week, but as long as we so that kind of sets us up for maybe a 2 out of 5 winner next week, maybe 3 out of 5 best case scenario. So yeah, I like the WADA too. I really do. Dylan, the guy chatting above you, is actually the one who told me about the WADA, and huge help once I started pairing the WADA. I was doing the ABC without the WADA. Incredibly difficult. Not paying attention to the WADA, trying to do ABCs. But once I paired it with the WADA. And that's the thing. I use several different things, as you guys know. I use the ABC. I use the mechanical strategies. The reason I'm doing the mechanical strategies, in case you guys are wondering, I really want to simplify my trading. I want to simplify it to the point where I can just only use the mechanical strategy for my funded accounts, for any account. I'll still keep 1 or 2 of the funded accounts for me to trade myself, with my discretion. But if these mechanical strategies pay, if it pays at 50%, just doesn't make any sense for me not to just use that as a paycheck, right? If it trades at 50% and you're at 2-to-1 risk to reward, you're making money all day long. So all day long. That's what we want to do. Use that to just be a money printer. And like I said, I still want to use my own strategy, the ABC and the other things that I use to kind of go from there. I'm going to push back up into that 50 area now. Yes, up into the 72s. Figure we should get a move here pretty soon. This is around that time of day where we start going into lunch, where we kind of start getting a move. Looking like the move might be to back to the high of day here. Pushing that 400 level possible. Yes, held that 66, which is what you wanted to see. Held the 66. And, yeah. Got some volume coming in here, right here at the 50. If we weren't at the 50, I might would take this. Push into 60 possible here, maybe 70. I don't like being right here at the 50, not the first push above, because usually you're going to kind of reject on that first push above. This just might be a lower high here. I mean, we already broke this swing high, so I guess it is a higher high on the 1 minute. So maybe we get a little pullback and then continue higher here. Watching the ES, get a little pullback here into that 20 SMA. Let's see if it can hold that area and then push. We're either going to turn back down here or keep pushing through. Let's see what it's going to be. Little buy volume coming in here. Let's see. Can we get above the explosion line? If we do, I may take this long. Not above there yet. Not above the explosion line yet. ES holding up there at the 72s. Don't love it. Seems like it should have already pushed through there if it was going to. If we see sellers come back in, this will be a shallow ABC back to the downside. All right, we got some sell volume at the explosion line. Let's see if we get a second one there. Nope. Kind of a tricky area here. Could go either way. I want to see that volume come in nice and thick here. All right, there we go. I'm going to take the long, target 65. See if we can get a push into 65 right quick. Gonna hold it long as long as we're above the explosion line there. Come on, keep pushing. Buyers just disappeared. I'm gonna try to give it a little bit of time here. See if they come back in. There they come. Come on. Give me the 65. We're not asking for much here. We're just asking for the 65. All right, I'm going to take it off there. It's not going. Oh, you. Come on. Do me dirty there. We took it off for like $3. $3.50. We're back below the explosion line, though. I don't love it. Once it gets below there, I just, you're supposed to kill it. So that's what we did. Didn't make it. Didn't make it to where we wanted to make it to. 65 was kind of the target. Again, that's the thing there. I could have took that long a little earlier, but I try to wait for confirmation. That's one of those situations where, like I said, it could go either direction, right? It's a tricky area. Because this looks like it could just be a C leg to the downside also. You guys want to see what I'm talking about here? I'll show you. We'll pull this over to here and kind of show you. So if we zoom in here a little bit, we have this red A leg. I guess you guys can't see it all that well there. This. Woo! Kind of hard to see. But you have this green A leg. This could just be this could still be your low volume B. So we haven't had a proper C yet. Or this could be your A leg for the downside. And this could be your B leg for the downside. So that's why I mean when I say it's a tricky area. It could go either way. So if you see the seller start coming through big there, then that would be your C leg to the downside. So there comes the sellers above the explosion line. I like to wait for 2 to print. So we got 3. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice we're at the 50. Oh, can't see. So I may kill this. I didn't realize we were at the 50 there, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we don't have a red bar print here soon. There comes one. This thing needs to push it down. Nope. So we're still above the explosion line there. I'm just trying to give it a minute to try to push it down. We are at the 50 after all. That's what we want to see. We want to see multiple of those come in here. And push this through that 50 area. Well, trying to give it time here. I should probably already killed it, but because we had one close below the explosion line there. Trying to give it a little time here. All right, let's just take it off. I didn't realize we were at the 50. I wouldn't have taken that trade if I realized that. Didn't notice it. So gave back $28 there. No fun. Still might get through there. It's just could kind of go either way. I want to really see that sell volume be nice and smooth and get you through there quickly, and it just didn't do it. And we may take a long here if this buy volume comes in. ES is kind of pushing up into the 74s. Alright, we're going to take the long. See if we can push into 80. Just watching the water here. ES up into the 74s. WADA is looking good so far. ES up into the 75 almost. I'll go ahead and go to break even here. Can't lose. Kind of the bottom of that first candle there. See if we can get this pushing to 80. WADA's still looking good. Still like the volume. ES still testing the 75s, trying to push through there. I'm going to stop up to 65.25, lock in 4 handles. Just to lock in something. Want to see it keep going here. If it doesn't, we can always re-enter. Volume slowing down a bit. Alright, so it took $16 there. Volume's kind of slowing down a bit here. Yes, unable to get through that 75, so just wanted to get something out of it, I guess. A little pullback. All right, we could re-enter here if the buy volume comes back in. Let's just wait and see. Now sellers kind of coming in strong here. Tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky. Yes, Mancini tweeted. Let's see what he said. $66 to $73 target hit for a 30-point run off today's A48 support is posted. Take profits level to level, then hold runners. Anything else is a bonus. 85 to 90 strong resistance. 48 remains support. It's kind of nothing new there. Not much new there. Get some buyers coming through here. don't quite know if I'm... It's going to look for 5 handles. This is a very shallow kind of ABC setup here. So we're going to risk 5 for 5. That's the idea. We'll see what happens. Should probably have killed it already, to be honest. Yeah. Didn't work. The volume came through, but you had 2 or 3 print above the line, and then it just kind of disappeared. Sellers coming in now. Looks like this thing's just trying to grind higher. Trying to grind higher here. I don't know. Three-minute candles to the upside, getting smaller and smaller. Just trying to take a quick scalp here, but come on. Seller's looking strong here. There we go. Knew that should come through there. Should at least hit that. All right, we just took a little mini for $100. Get us back in the green. Kind of risky, but sellers are just looking super strong right there. It just came through really strong. So we just took that quick little scalp. So down $4 over here on the Apex, up $29 on the Topstep now. So now we're just down $900 on the other 3 Bulenoxes, just $300 each account, so not really a big deal. But I do think that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you are interested in trading futures, got the link for Topstep down in the description. If you use my link, you will get 20% off. $39 for the Topstep 50K account. So it's normally $49, but if you use the link, it should give it to you for $39. That does help the channel. We do appreciate it. We'll be live Monday, 9:15 a.m. We may actually do the London session Monday morning. So if you guys see it scheduled, then that will let you know we should be live for London. And we appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you guys then.